more chances to participate in boot camp. Limited to my players with a 75 overall or lower. This is the place to get some basic training in. Plus, you can earn some sweet prizes. On Wednesday, I want to see all your best passes at Dime Time, where you'll be working with the community.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A view of the Atlanta skyline and all. Now it's ended down to...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the center. Holiday, it's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Collins against DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. The pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. And it's John Collins with the rebound. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against Memphis. Takes a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also, give him credit for being unselfish.
Pass to Holiday. It's stolen by Reddish. Collins against Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Collins. Lets the 3 fly. The shot will not fall. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke, had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA. Struggled just to find his rhythm.
GA, I think there were a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
Holiday brings the double team. Capella finds Young. Over to the left wing. The 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
And it's good, 2 points.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Pass to Reddish. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists now in this one. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Young trying to get open as Lopez. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort and John Collins giving it to you.
1:32 left to play here in the first. Giannis drives in. That one goes in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Herter. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
And Holiday throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here is Young. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Holiday looking over the floor. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he gets it to go.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Atlanta's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Young against Holiday. Outside Collins. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And yes, it's good. Giannis has got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Young outside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
The threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Bucks lead by 8. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Gallinari. Rajon Rondo is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Bogdanovic in at the 3 spot.
Yeah, that's a creative pick and roll right there as Rondo is just waiting and toying and puppeting the defense.
Here's Connaughton. Stolen. Gallinari wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks leading by 6. Now here is Augustine. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. They grab their own miss. Here's Portis. Basket counts. Portis has got his first points of the night.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Gallinari passes to Snell. Back to Gallinari. Snell finds Gallinari. Here's Okongwu. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Here's Okongwu. Following the basket by Giannis. And stolen by Okongwu. Rondo passes to Okongwu. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Now, here's Okongwu. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does great. Here's Augustine. 8-point game. It's intercepted. Rondo against Augustine. Rondo dishes to Okongwu. Gallinari down low. Outside for Rondo. The Hawks working the ball around. 6 to shoot. Here's Okongwu. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Here's Holiday following the basket by Trae Young. Basket good. Holiday's got 8.
Drew's got such a great build, 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Here's Herter. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And he gets the bucket. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
Passes it to Forbes. Shot from the top of the key, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Bucks lead by 9. The Hawks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. 35 seconds left to play here in the half.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Trying to get open is Lopez. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts. 24 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Capella, high post. To the wing right side. Young fires away from outside. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And so we conclude the first half. Bucks ahead, up by 11. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They lead by 11. And you, big fella, let's get your... And that's good.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Young, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. And here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken #1. No question there's a high ceiling for Cam Reddish and where that talent can get him to.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. It's stolen by Reddish. Lopez with the steal. Kicks it down to Middleton. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
I got your help side.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Molinari comes in for John Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for Reddish. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young. And then for Milwaukee, Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Portis after Rajon Rondo's bucket. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
The Bucks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Rondo drives in, banked in off the glass. Rondo's got 8.
Well, right now, Rondo just cutting through there with not much effort, and the speed took over.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Rondo passes to Okongwu. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolute. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Milwaukee also making some changes. Pat Connaughton comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. Rondo kicks to Okongwu. Molinari passes to Rondo. Inside. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Rondo. 6 points for him.
Orchestrating right now, Rondo should be playing with a baton.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. It's stolen by Capella. Right side, Rondo. Molinari finds Rondo. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And there's the pass to Capella. Hawks passing it around. Rocket 6. Such a wide open look.
Well, the defense has to close out on Gallinari. He's shooting the 3. That's where he's dangerous.
Over to the wing. Back to Forbes. Pass to Portis. Gallinari with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Bogdanovich. And the shot is long.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Here's Rondo following the basket by Giannis. Bogdanovich wide open. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The first one falls.
It's interesting, as Giannis has grown in this league, the Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
To the paint, over in the corner, Reddish. Kicks it to Young. In the corner, Herter with it. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Herter's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Herter never shy to let that one go. Just enough room on the catch and shoot.
For 3, Middleton. Can't get it to fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Herter gets it to go.
The big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Now Giannis. Outside Holiday. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Young dishes to Collins, taken away by Holiday. Knocked loose. Double clutches and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, you really want to stay down on any kind of fake like that, so Trae Young does a nice job of coaxing the defense.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here's Middleton. Got a piece of it. Young with the steal. Here's Herter, defended by DiVincenzo. Back to Herter. Pass to Young. Down low. Pass to Herter. 5 on the clock. Young passes to Herter. Capella trying to free himself up. With 1 on the clock. Here's Reddish. Young with no one around. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
To the inside, and the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Middleton on the wing. The Bucks working the ball around. There's the pass to Holiday. Knocked away. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Outside Holiday. Outside Antetokounmpo. Lopez passes to Giannis. Good work defensively by Capella.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now, here is Young. Reddish the pass to Herter. Gallinari on the wing. Out to the right wing.
How about the reach from Giannis that time? He does not make any shot easy.
Herter, no good. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young. And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now here's Young. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
Young looking it over. Out to the wing. Jacks up a three. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got 6 points in the quarter.
Herter very comfortable taking that big shot.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Now here's Middleton. Over Reddish. Middleton can't get it to go.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Capella kicks to Gallinari. Young with the ball. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Another shot. Back to Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. He feeds it to Lopez. Misses from close range.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Here's DiVincenzo. He kicks it to Middleton from deep three-point range, and no good. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Greg, tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting. There are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship. What do you think?
You know, there'll never be a substitute for balance, but I just think with the evolution of the skill that we see in our game, the coaches and players being so smart, you do want to keep the opponents guessing, but let's face it, the three-point shot is here to stay. It's really simple math. 3 is more than 2.
The Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Antetokounmpo against Durant. And the dunk by Giannis.
Hey, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Here's KD. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game. Johnson kicks to Harden. 6 to shoot. The shot off that time, and Milwaukee will come the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Now here's Middleton following the miss by Brook Lopez. From deep, Harden. And again, it's the Nets missing. Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Holiday, here we go. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Now here's Johnson. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Drops it in from 11 feet.
You've really got to tag Middleton in transition so you have a chance to get in front of him. You know, his speed and athleticism, a lot to deal with if you aren't concentrating on getting back.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 19-point game against Houston. That one good for 2.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Inside. Here's DiVincenzo. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Durant, the pass to Johnson. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. The Nets working the ball around now. Harden finds Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Over Holiday. Harden, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the dunk by Giannis.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Giannis. A 26-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
And Durant, here we go.
You know, the defense just can't stop Durant's drive. I mean, he's got that alchemy of agility and power. He's hard to shut down.
Middleton on the wing. Fires from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Harris. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Pass to Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Lopez. And it's sent back by KD. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 3, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Boy, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Back to KD. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
They've got Brook Lopez, DJ Augustine out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And the Nets with possession here, following the bucket by the Bucks. Irving passes to Griffin. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Now here's Lopez following the miss by Griffin. And there it is for him. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
Portis kicks to Connaughton. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Connaughton's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
Now here is Augustine. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Connaughton. No good on the shot. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Stripped it away. Here's Craig.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
That one is off. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Jordan, he's checked in for Blake Griffin.
And Brook Lopez a little bigger and more of an offensive player than his brother Robert. But they've both turned into quality big men in this league.
Now, here is Harden. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. And the dunk by Jordan.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Lopez, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Here's Antetokounmpo. James Harden picking up that last basket. Antetokounmpo against Durant. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And finished off by KD.
Just way too much length at the rim to contest. Durant is in a league of his own offensively.
To the paint. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Lopez has got 7.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Jordan's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Holiday. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Fires, high post, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And now it's a 12-point Bucks lead. Harden outside.
And Lopez with his size is so good at just taking away space at the defensive.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They are leading by 12.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
So for Brooklyn now, Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from James Harden.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Here is Harden following the basket by Brook Lopez. Harden dishes to KD. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's Holiday. Makes it off the glass. Holiday's got the lead up to 14 now for Milwaukee.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Now, here is Harden. 7 points in the game. Great D that time from Portis.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Encouraging whenever Harden blocks a shot. When he defends with tenacity and intensity, he's capable of this.
Holiday with the 3. Here's DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Nets trail by 18. On the wing, Irving. Will it go? Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. First trip to the line for him here. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example. and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Bucks leading by 19. Augustine looking around to the middle. Connaughton passes to Portis. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. Brown drives in. The shot's good. Brown's got his first 2 points of the night.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Irving against Augustine. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Brown the pass to Griffin. Rebound, Milwaukee.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Nets trail by 21. 34 seconds left to play in the third. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Portis.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Inside. Lets it fly. Griffin with some nice D.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
And Luwawu gets it to go. Now here is Augustine. Here's Connaughton. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Connaughton's got his third basket of the night. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And against... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Milwaukee leading by 21. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Portis is out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Just 4 to shoot. DiVincenzo finds Lopez.
Putting that stanchion to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
Lopez has gotten 5 shots to fall in 8 attempts. Harden outside. Jeff Green on the wing. Harden against Portis. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Green.
And one of the things about Harden is he is incredible at scoring despite getting hit. I mean, astonishing to me how he maintains his focus on these shots.
The pass to DiVincenzo. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 is going to be vital.
Out to the right wing. Lopez kicks to Portis. This one for 3. The rebound by Jeff Green. Nets trail by 21. Brown drives in. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kicks it down to Middleton. Brooklyn with the rebound. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Shamet onto Tacumbo trying to free himself up. And that one's good, Shamet. Shamet's got his first 2 points. Milwaukee leading by 19 points. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Stolen by Harden. Round with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo.
Oh my goodness! That was special.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Can they get it? And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And it's Shamet missing. The Bucks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Portis finds Lopez in the corner. Middleton with it. There's 1:47 left in the 4th quarter. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 21.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Here's Harden, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Milwaukee.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Brook Lopez.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
Here's Forbes, picked off in midair. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And good that time.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Wilson into the lane. Lets it go from the wing. And he overshot that one, missing. Here's Claxton. Comes up empty down low. Misses the shot. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
This year, the All-Stars are headed to Atlanta for the big event. When was the last time the NBA All-Star Game was hosted by Atlanta?
Was it the year 2000, 2001, 2002, or 2003?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Atlanta Hawks, a shot from earlier on, arriving for a bet. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. And for the Nets, we've got Harden. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. KD on the wing. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the shot by Kevin Durant. One-on-one fast break. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
Young is double. To the right side, to the inside, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Nets making a change here. Shamet's checked in. Here is Harden. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
Now, here is Harden. Missed inside.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Here is Harden after the made shot from John Collins. And he comes up with the deuce.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo.
Capella, the pass to Young. And that one drops. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Herter. He's covered by Shamet. Capella, the pass to Herter. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Harden scanning the floor. Jordan's shot is off.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Here's Herter. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Magic in Orlando. Bogdanovich against Harden. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Harden's got 6. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Right wing. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's in there. .121 left here in the opening quarter. To the paint. Here's Jordan, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. 58 seconds left in the first. Jordan finds Shamet. Passes it to Jordan, and Capella sends it back.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
8 feet away, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Shamet, the pass to Jordan. Back to Shamet. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Reddish with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Harden, the pass to Jordan. The D by Bogdanovich.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And so... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
Green is out there with Griffin. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Irving attacking. Oh, that's blocked. The Hawks leading by 4. Okongwu dishes to Gallinari. Outside Rondo. Down low. It's stolen by Green. Now here's Irving. Defense is right there. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Oh, tenacious attack by Irving. The handle, the speed. Look out.
It's Okongwu, top of the key. Back to Rondo. Puts the move on. He takes it up and lays it in.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Irving against Rondo. Irving passes to... Oh, my goodness! Wow. What a play!
Oh, my word. I shouldn't be amazed anymore when Griffin pulls off a dunk like that, but I always seem to be. The man has some unreal moves above the rim.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Gallinari. Capella. It's good on the putback. Capella's got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Luwawu. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Irving over Rondo. Irving can't hit. The Hawks leading by 4. Snell kicks to Gallinari. Back to Snell. And the pass to Rondo. Keeps it alive, and it's Gallinari on the follow. Gallinari's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Irving for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And a change for the Hawks. Fernando's checked in. From 17 feet out, Another miss by Irving.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Sweet move. Here's Okongwu. And the layup's good off the glass.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now, here's Green. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Irving. And that time, also a missed shot.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Fernando. And here's Rondo. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Irving up top. He's covered by Rondo. Yes, that goes in. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving, one of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Here's Snell. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. And it's James Harden in for Irving. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Harden against Rondo. And the shot goes in. Harden's got 8 points.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Rondo on top. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Snell. From 10 feet out. On the left block. And Gallinari puts it in.
Well, let's remember, at 6'10", Gallinari is a threat from that distance. My goodness.
And stolen by Okongwu.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And so it's Atlanta in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. That's all for now.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Collins wide open. He fires. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14. Here's Herter. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Now, here is Young. Dividing around 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night. And he commits the intentional foul. Frank, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now, here is Young. Passes to Bogdanovich. Fires the three. A rebound by the Nets. Capella finds Collins. Young, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
No good from Luwawu. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. They're scoreless since the first half. Here's Young. Gets it to fall from the right block. And the Hawks lead by 7.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
Irving drives in. Yep, that one goes in there. Irving's got 8.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
And Young, here we go.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Now here's Harden. He's got 8. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. And Capella sends it back.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Here's Herter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And now a 12-point Hawks lead.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Now, here is Irving. Jordan. To end the run, again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. The Nets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Young looking around. Capella kicks to Bogdanovich. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Fires the three. Kicks it out to Collins. Young against Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Young passes to Herter. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. From deep. Connects from three-point range. Herter's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks. Harden outside. On the wing, Irving. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 11 points.
Well, there is a special nature to Kyrie Irving's ability to answer back with the three.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Hawks ahead, up by 10. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Brown in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Hawks leading by 10. Pass to Rondo. Back to Young. And Gallinari kicks to Young. From deep. Gallinari left side. Rondo dishes to Young. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Young's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Atlanta. Green finds Griffin. Shamet with it. On the wing, Harris. Now, here's Shamet. He's covered by Rondo.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet.
Since halftime, he has just been in a funk offensively.
Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Now Young. Now here's Reddish. Back to Young. Hawks passing it around. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Irving. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Young outside. The pass to Collins. Back to Young. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Harden against Young. Jordan trying to free himself up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017. Won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for Rajon Rondo. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a three, but go with the easy hoop.
Jordan with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Irving from long range. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 16th rebound on the night. Young finds Collins. The kick out to Young. Pass to Collins. Shot clock at 6. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Young with no one around. His 3-pointers off the mark.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Nets trail by 11. To the paint. It's stolen by Capella.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
Here's Huerter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. For the Nets, this one not looking good. Outside for Durant. Shot on the wing. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Young. The teardrop falls in. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
29 seconds left in the game. Collins looking around. Capella inside. He's against Jordan. Now, here is Young, covered by Irving. 5 to shoot. Shot by Collins, no good. In transition, here come the Nets. Harris has got the ball. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They came in. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan and our friend on the side. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Bogdanovich in at the point guard position. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Middleton in at the small forward.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Bogdanovich passes to Herter. To the middle, here's Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Poked loose, stolen by Middleton. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And now just over a minute played here in the first.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bogdanovich. They get it back. Stolen by Holiday. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Middleton. The Bucks working the ball around. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And midway through the season, some players going above and beyond. And Steve, is that contract year boost a myth or is it a real thing?
Hey, Kevin, it is a real thing. You see guys more focused. You see guys that's usually not on time. On that contract year, you see guys on their best behavior and you see some of their best play on the court overall.
Antetokounmpo against Collins. 6 on the shot clock. And he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
An explosive leaper, Collins hangs in the air, puts on a show.
Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Holiday against Bogdanovich. Here's DiVincenzo. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Top of the key. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
And the Bucks making a change here. Augustine's checked in, and then for Atlanta, Gallinari, he's checked in for Reddish. Tony Snell comes in for Kevin Herter. Young is subbed in for Bogdanovich. And the Bucks with some changes. Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Young drives in. Okongwu. Rebound, Milwaukee. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with a win.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage. And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Augustine in the corner. Giannis outside. score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
The Hawks trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Young's shot is off. And the Bucks with possession. They're on an 11-2 run. Middleton the pass to Connaughton. And that one drops.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip. You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. And too long on the shot. Here's Young. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Here's Portis. No good there. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Here's Snell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Love seeing Tony battle for the bucket. That has to make his coaches happy.
Middleton on the wing. Pass to Portis. Back to Middleton. Now here is Augustine.
Good D by Gallinari has a good combination of size and instincts. Can guard various positions for you.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And so in the game for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Rondo in at the point. The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against Memphis.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Gallinari passes to Okongwu. Lopez with the steal. Here's Forbes. Here's Craig. That shot off. The Hawks trail by 9. There's the feed to Reddish. To the inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Herter. Inside, DiVincenzo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Rondo dishes to Collins. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Okongwu. That shot, no good. Good D by Lopez. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. And Forbes has it in the corner. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Reddish. And finished off by Collins.
Beautiful catch and flush by Collins, a high flyer who attacks the rim with purpose.
And Holiday kicks to Forbes. Dishes it to Lopez. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Rondo. He's averaging 3 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
Collins finds Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Collins. The Hawks again can't hit.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Young passes to Capella. We've got 1:23 left now here in the second. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
On the wing, DiVincenzo to the paint. And he uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Bogdanovich with it, now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Young against Augustine. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Young. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
There's the pass to Capella. In the corner, Snell with it. No good from outside. Bucks leading by 7. Floats it up for Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Passes it to Young. He kicks it to Collins. Over Middleton. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 13 points. Thanks for joining us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Herter, no good. Milwaukee leading by 11. Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. For 3, Middleton. Collins grabs the miss. The Hawks shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Here's Lopez. And the rejection by Collins. Reddish with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Herter. From downtown. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Holiday with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Outside, Antetokounmpo. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. The kick out to Holiday. Giannis passes to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 4 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Herter passes to Okongwu. Great D that time from Portis. Bucks leading by 12. Here's Forbes. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
For Atlanta, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. The drive by Rondo lays it up off the glass. Rondo's got his first points of the night.
2 of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Portis has got the lead up to 14 now for Milwaukee.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Holiday against Rondo. Can't connect from short range.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And it's good. 2 points. Portis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Molinari passes to Okongwu. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. Atlanta also making some changes here. Collins comes in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Kevin Herter. Lopez kicks to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Rondo. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Bucks. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And it's Bogdanovich in for Rajon Rondo. And GA Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player, and I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Bobby Portis.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Young from outside, no good, shot missing. The Bucks go the other way with it. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Shots good by Middleton.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 8.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. Here's Connaughton, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in command. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Clint Capella. Gallinari is out there with John Collins. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2-guard spot. Holiday dishes to Middleton. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. Lopez has got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Down low. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight. The Hawks trail by 16. Young inside, guarded by Holiday. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the left wing, the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Collins, banked in off the glass. Greg, I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Middleton. Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Gallinari. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Giannis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Young. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree. Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Reddish with the slam.
Solid transition play from Cam Reddish, working hard to make an impact.
Holiday surveying the floor. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. Back back to Holiday. Passes it to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Young. 6 to shoot. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game. The Hawks making a switch here. Collins is checked in. We'll look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Holiday finds DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Here's Middleton. Kept alive. Lopez. Middleton the pass to Lopez. And the rejection by Collins.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
Holiday gets the bucket. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Hawks. 9-point game. Here's Herter. A three-pointer is right on target.
Big time opportunity for Kevin, and he does not disappoint. Wow.
Middleton on the wing. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Giannis high post. Working on Collins. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. They led by as many as 18 points. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 9. Here's Bogdanovich. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
Herter, no good. And it's Milwaukee's ball. And here is Antetokounmpo. Pass to DiVincenzo. Oh, Middleton in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The layup off target. And so the Bucks take the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
That is a whole lot of votes.
For sure, and I don't know if I've mentioned this on the show before, but one of these is my favorite player, and that happens to be the answer to this question. So get it right and get that VC.
We built a hard
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Oh!
No doubt. And that's about as flashy as you're going to see Brook Lopez get. What a play.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Holiday finds Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Harden. Good D by Holiday.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Middleton can't get it to go.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there. Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Outside Holiday. Giannis against Durant. The drive by Giannis.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
Holiday against Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Almost perfect in the game to start. 3 of 4.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Jordan high post, back to Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Jordan. Harden's got his third basket of the night right there. Middleton on the wing. This is the time of year when teams can start to lose their focus just a little bit. How tough is it, do you think, to stay motivated at this stage of a long season?
Well, teams who have big aspirations, Kevin, aren't suffering through any of this. The other teams that are trying to be acutely aware of the potential of their team are watching their players very intently as to whether their focus can be maintained.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Craig, good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
And Augustine kicks to Connaughton. Back to Augustine. Left side, Portis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Harden against Augustine. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Augustine passes to Portis. Back to Augustine. The pass to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. The rebound by the Nets. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
Portis, the pass to Augustine. Back to Portis. To the inside, and stolen by Jordan. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, that break started by Jordan Steele. Long arms helping to get into the passing lane.
And Augustine kicks to Connaughton. Pass to Craig. And that one's good from Connaughton.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Harden. And that one drops for him. Harden's got 12 in the game.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about losing.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Green is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Brown. And it's Griffin in at the 5 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And that one's good, Griffin.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
He's covered by Shamet. Pass to Portis. Offline with his three. The Nets with the lead. Pass to Luau. Baseline try. No good off the front iron. The Bucks shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Here's Connaughton. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Inside. Craig, good. He has 6.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Fast break, Milwaukee, and foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws, and they'll retain possession. The Bucks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. How the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. To the wing right side. Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Guarded by Harden. Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. Portis trying to free himself. And he recovers it. And Forbes has it in the corner. 2 on the clock from outside the arc. And that one's good from Connaughton. Connaughton's got 5 points so far. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
That one goes in.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. They trail by 1. Harden the pass to Jordan, and stolen by Portis. Here's Forbes, makes it off the glass.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Luau subbed in for Joe Harris.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. Nets trail by 4. Outside Irving. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Look, this guy, Kyrie Irving, has incredible confidence when he's going inside to finish over the D.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Irving against DiVincenzo. Count that bucket. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 4.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Back to Griffin. Milwaukee with the rebound. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point. And that does it for our halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Giannis with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And DiVincenzo puts it in. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks. Harden against DiVincenzo. Harden's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And to Tacumbo. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Shots good by Middleton.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Harden. 20 points for him. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Lopez.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range. D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. DJ Augustine's checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different.
Oh, man. Some fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Here's Irving, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
There's so much about this 3 and D in terms of the wings in the NBA. And Chris Middleton really embodies all of that. He can do some damage behind the arc and then is asked to guard the team's most potent offensive wing.
Nets trail by 12. Outside Durant. Irving against Augustine. And he gets it to go. Irving's got 10 points.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Giannis dishes to Augustine. Here's Giannis. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Thursday, they'll host the Boston Celtics. Then on Saturday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town.
And for that game against the Knicks, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
Augustine, that's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Looking now at some numbers for Kyrie Irving.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Durant. Luwawu-Cabarrot comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for Landry Shamet. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for DJ Augustine. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Luwawu. They get the rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Middleton. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 8 points for him.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
Irving looking over the floor. They kick it out to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Brook Lopez.
Love the aggressive play right there from Kyrie when he gets into the paint. Determined to score, but for sure get contact.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bobby Portis.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in. Nets trail by 6. 35 seconds left to play here in the third. Back to Griffin. The kick out to Brown. The pass to Griffin. The shot from the low post is good.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Passes to Harden. Up again, and Griffin stays with it. Griffin's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, and that kind of activity helps Griffin to do so much more in this game. He's been tireless.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Well, when you see KD run the court with the speed of a guard, hard to keep up with him once he gets out in the open floor.
Holiday up top, guarded by Harden. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Irving.
Feels like Kyrie locked in right now. No let up in his offensive attack, and he's hot.
And stolen by Jordan. It's Harden with the drive, and it's sent back by Lopez. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop, and Holiday throws it down.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Tries again. He gets that one.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
To the paint. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. Count it. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Irving against DiVincenzo. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
That one good for 2.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call,
take a break.
You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Irving for 3. Rebound by Drew Holiday. Milwaukee leading by 5. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Trying to get open is Lopez, and the basket is good.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Harris kicks to Irving. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it. That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Harden.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise. Now, DeAndre Jordan has seen these moments before. Not usually the guy called upon, but, man, delivering in a big spot.
Giannis passes to Middleton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Speed burst that time from Middleton, a relentless penetrator, and not afraid to take the punishment.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Irving from long range. That one doesn't drop. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. For 3, Middleton. But they recover it. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. He gets it in there.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Tipped away and stolen by DiVincenzo. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Brown. Puts up a 3. And that one is off. And so the Bucks take the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Dark.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Our setting tonight with
Hey Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. And for the Hawks, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at the center. Here's Herter. Now, here is Young, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. No coverage that time. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there, and that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
Now here's Harden. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Jordan kicks to Harden. Irving dishes to Harden. Atlanta with the rebound. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met, but what a great game.
And in that game you mentioned, it was a great game. The reserves played a huge role.
Now, here is Young. Harden missing his last shot. Here's Collins. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Here's Reddish. Lays it up and banks it in. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Irving, good.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
Now, here is Young, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Harris. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The drive by Jordan, it's good. It's all knotted up.
Boy, Jordan making an aggressive, strong drive there, puts the defender on his heels.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Pass to Capella. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
When Capella plays with force inside, watch out. I like his intensity.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
So for the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Nets. Now here's Durant. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Bogdanovic up top. He's covered by Shamet. Goes back up. Here's Reddish. 6 to shoot. Down low, Capella. And it's blocked by Jordan. The drive by KD. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
So here's Gallinari. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Here's Rondo inside. And the dunk by Capella.
Hey, you can't forget about this now. Rondo's averaged double-digit assists multiple seasons. As good a passer as any in this league.
Now here's Harden. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Basket, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The drive by Rondo. Here's Capella. And here's Reddish. Shamet with the steal. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. Finished off the break.
Yeah, you know, it's all about running the right set. And right there, Harris does just that to capitalize.
Outside Rondo. 3 seconds left. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets out in front, leading by just 2. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Griffin. Green is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Brown, and it's Shamet in at point. Here's Shamet after Clint Capella's bucket. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. It's going to be on Trae Young. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Young.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
Now here's Brown. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Rockets in Houston.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Griffin against Capella. They kick it out to Green. On the wing, Brown. Young with the steal. Bogdanovic passes to Young. And good that time.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The Hawks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And it's blocked by Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Tony Snell's checked in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. And the Nets making a change here as well. Irving's checked in. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Irving drives in, can't hit from in close.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now, here's Collins. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And it's Brown missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Green against Collins. And the layup is good.
And that's a tough shot for an athletic big man like Collins. Finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Now, here is Irving. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Rockets in Houston.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And Brooklyn making a change here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's James Harden in for Brown. And Brooklyn has possession. Following the three by Atlanta. Here's Harden. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Harden surveying the D. On the wing, Irving. That 3 off the mark. Here's Snell. An 11-point game for him in the win against Orlando. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games so far. Hawks.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first... Bad.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the wings, Herder and Reddish. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Young against Harden. Here's Capella. Shakes him. He lays it in. Capella's got 10 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Irving. Off target at the rim.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Collins against Irving. Over in the corner, Reddish. Jordan the pass to Harden. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. And a change for the Nets. Landry Shamet's checked in for Irving. Here's Jordan. Durant just inside the line, and that one goes long.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist from Gallinari. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta. Harden against Young. And Harden with the stuff.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Harris dishes to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Harden against Young. Outside, Bogdanovich. Gallinari against Durant. And that one, good. Bogdanovich has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from James Harden.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No. That is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's Rondo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Rondo makes it off the glass. Rondo's got 10.
You know, with Rondo's tenure in the league, he's been around now for over a decade and a half. He continues to give you flashes of that burst.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. The shot's good from Irving.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Hawks. Snell, the pass to Rondo. He feeds it to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Go! Yes! At the buzzer!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Brown. Then it's Green. And it's Griffin in at the 5. Here's Harden. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks leading. Molinari with it. Picked up by Brown. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And Harris subbed in for Brown.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Durant, no good. Atlanta leading by 4. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And finished off by Collins.
Well, this is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
To stop the run. Oh, that was terrific.
My goodness. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Outside for Rondo. Here's Herder. Off target with his 3.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Rondo scanning the floor. And the pass to Collins. Shot clock at 5.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
To the middle. Here's Durant. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Okongwu kicks to Collins. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Reddish comes in for Gallinari. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
Harden against Young. Now, here's Capella. T right on him. Back to Young. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Durant, no good. The Hawks shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders. And Herter gets it to go.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Harden. Good work defensively by Capella.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Harden. KD's got the game tied up here for the Nets. The Hawks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Young against Harden. Young left side. Collins in the post. Guarded by Harris. Shot by Collins, no good. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Well, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Young against Durant. Capella trying to free himself up. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Passes it to Durant from past the arc. Knocks down the 3.
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
Now Young jacks up a 3. He's off from 3. Harden right side. For 3, Harris. The shot, no good. Atlanta calls timeout. What do you think, guys?
And they need a miracle, guys. They don't have enough time for the catch-and-shoot 3, so the only hope is for an alley-oop and an and-one to finish out.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.